Someone said maybe that gun is a custom model, pieced together, and just as Hugh finished speaking, the weapons expert chuckled. That's impossible. The bullet trajectory precision is in millimeters. Don't even think about hitting a target 4 kilometers away. Any little drift would poke a hole in a candy wrapper. She knows a guy named Norman who can make stuff like that. Last time I asked her if she could find him, she said. She has a contact called Sparrow who can find Norman. Paris is just all windy and autumn vibes. Freckles walked into an internet cafe at the train station, logged into the dark web after waiting a whole week, and the payment for the assassination of the PM still wasn't in. The screen flickered green as a mysterious contact messaged him, saying they had a project that offered hefty rewards. I wonder if our Grandmaster is interested. Freckles asked, what's the task? The response was to meet and discuss it in detail, and Freckles typed back, he never meets clients, that they offered a jaw-dropping $100 million just to eliminate one person. Freckles blinked. This was 10 times what he usually quoted. But whose head's so valuable? The US president? Or is the police on the other side investigating him? In a shopping mall in Northern Ireland, Sister Hay ran into her current interest Sparrow, the woman who had been arrested a few years back. Marrying Norman's brother got her in trouble, but Sister Hay used contacts to free her. Sparrow straightforwardly asked, what do you need me for? Sister Hay's request was simple. She wanted Norman's number within 24 hours. Sparrow asked Sister Hay for a bit more time since her husband was very sensitive about Norman, but Sister Hay reluctantly repeated, 24 hours, not a Sparrow was conflicted, so she silently left the mall. Meanwhile, back at the Paris cafe, Freckles offered a $1 million meet-up. To his surprise, the other side didn't hesitate at all and immediately called him. Freckles confirmed it was the police and the other, because the police's payment would require time to process, but for an assassin, anonymity was the utmost priority. But the words were out, and luck was even more crucial. He had to head to Sweden, where they'd meet out in the countryside. Freckles squatted in the bushes for a distant watch, and an Asian woman arrived. He had set up over 10 drones to monitor, confirming that only one person. Only then did he reveal the exact location, and as the woman walked into the corridor, Freckles followed closely, ready for a big show. Little Horse, a top-tier financial tycoon, founded a mobile payment system during college and was already on the Forbes Young Billionaires list by his junior year. Post-graduation, he started a financial firm laundering money for leaders and crime groups, now ranking in the top 10 rich list. He's famous worldwide, and Freckles thought this task was quite a challenge, so he decided to take it on. Meanwhile, in London, Sister Hay hadn't received a call from Sparrow, and when she asked what to do next, she already had a plan. Sparrow's daughter Emma was studying in London. That kid was involved with a leftist group, and today she was causing a ruckus on the street. We had to be super careful, especially executing such an action. Sister Hay rushed to the scene, issued orders for the cops to make arrests, and Sparrow's daughter was thrown into detention, awaiting an illegal interrogation. They denied her food, water, a lawyer, and framed her with a false charge. The sentence was about 10 years, but if she wanted out, she could just call her mom. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry up, hurry up. Freckles' car stopped in front of a lavish villa in Spain. Freckles got married 2 years ago and had a baby last year. His wife was thrilled by his sudden return home. She planned to earn $1 billion to retire. Now she just needed one last billion, and offering Little Horse would let her hang up her boots, but trouble was on the horizon as Sister Hay received some news. Sparrow's daughter suffered a heart attack and went into a coma in the detention room. They had violated the law in arresting her. Frightening the poor girl was one thing, but if they killed her, that would change everything. Freckles walked into his study, locked the door, and opened his secret room. He stashed his handgun in the safe, while Sister Hay and London dashed into an ambulance. Emma lay on the stretcher, her face pale. Things looked grim. Freckles logged into the secret bank. He checked the PM assassination payment, found it unpaid, and messaged the financier asking why. Suddenly, during peak hours, the alarms went off and Emma no longer had a pulse. The doctors rushed to start emergency care. The doctors were extremely busy and scrambling, but ultimately, Emma still passed away. Things had completely gone out of control. That afternoon, Sparrow called up fuming. They always say don't involve family, so what does arresting his daughter even mean? Sister Hay concealed. She proposed to trade with Sparrow Norman's number for Emma's freedom. Sparrow had no choice but to agree. That's just how the Bureau of Junking operates. Sister Hay was already the kindest person in the whole unit. Regarding Emma, her boss had just one request: put the blame on the police. After all, they didn't arrest her. However, this matter would eventually come to light as the leftist group had powerful backing. Sister Hay didn't have more than 24 hours left, meanwhile, back at the Spanish mansion. Freckles was fuming. He didn't care about the remaining payment, but feared the news getting out no one would pay him after that. So he wanted to take out his employer. Freckles searched online for prepayment info when suddenly the study door swung open. His wife, Lee, walked in. Freckles quickly shut his laptop. She asked what he was up to, and he lied, saying, "Just some minor company issues. Some client is late on a payment." Lee wasn't interested in business and said she wanted to have another baby. While Freckles was busy thinking about baby making, his employers were tuning into Little Horse's show. Little Horse was planning to launch a software called Capital Flow, which, as the name implies, could integrate internet info and track the flow of financial assets. This infuriated the Wall Street sharks. They had to take out Little Horse. But the one for this task was currently on the London Eye, celebrating Freckles' son's birthday.